Welcome everyone back to my brand new video. By the time I'm recording this, the Premier League starts in 4 days. I cannot believe it. The 2022-2023 season. Bournemouth are back. Let's look at the best home kits from this upcoming season. I'm going to be grading them. Let's see which is the best and which is the worst.
Feel your eyes, they all over me. Don't be shy, take control of me. Get the vibe, it's gonna be lit tonight. No lie, hypnotize, pull another one. It's alright, I know what you want. Get the vibe, it's gonna be lit tonight. No lie.
Alright, so the first kit we are looking at is Arsenal's new home kit. It's actually a pretty good Arsenal jersey overall. It's pretty similar to the ones in the past years, but it's got like some kind of like lightning bolts, it looks like, around the outside of the collar, which I don't really know my opinion on it. I like it, but I feel like it's a little too much. And then the button at the top, and I really like the stripes on the shoulders. This is a really good jersey overall, not too much different, but I kind of feel like this gave a little bit of a retro vibe. So overall, I think I'm going to give this jersey a B, just a middle tier jersey. It's decent. I could go either way with it, but yeah, a B for this one. Next up is Aston Villa. Once again, not much different with their home jersey, but I think I'd actually really like this one. Obviously, the light blue on the shoulders, I love the shade of maroon, like the body of the jersey. And then if you look very close into the jersey, you can see the V's going down the jersey as like a metallic lighter maroon, which I think looks really good and just makes it look more classy. I love the thin, skinny bit of light blue that goes around the collar. I think that looks really good. I also like on the side panels here how there's no V's down and there's a few light blue dots. I think this is overall just a really, really good kit. I feel like it's very classy, professional, and I think it looks really nice and just clean and fresh. So I think I'm going to give this an A-. It's definitely in the A range, but with some of the jerseys we have upcoming, I don't think it's as good as them just because there's not much to it. But overall, I really like it. Next up is your boy Bournemouth's jersey. Their home jersey is very creative and unique to anything they've ever done before. They have the lightning bolt black stripes, kind of looks like thorns, which I think looks really cool. The red on the shoulders with the black cuffs and the red collar. I think this looks really good. When I first saw it, I didn't know what to think about it, but now after looking at it more, I think it's a really good jersey. The players look nice in it. I feel like it fits really well with Bournemouth. It's very creative and new and unique because they mainly just do something along the lines of the stripes. But I think the lightning bolts is really cool and creative. I'm not a big fan of the sponsor, but what can you do? That doesn't take away from the jersey. But overall, I think it's a good design and unique. So I think I'm going to give this an A. So this is our highest ranked jersey so far. Next up is Brentford. Brentford is actually the exact same jersey as last season, just because it was something that had to do with charity. So I respect it, but overall, it's a decent jersey. I was never a big fan of it, but it's very basic, just the red and white stripes, nothing on the shoulders really, and then the collar was red with a little white line right at the neck part. I think it's a decent jersey, nothing special, nothing to really congratulate about, but I just think it's decent overall. I think I'll give that a B-. Next up is Brighton's home kit. I actually really like Brighton's home kit, which I'm surprised I do, considering I don't really like when yellow is included in most jerseys, but I think this was just so well done. It looks so fresh and clean and smooth. Just the blue on the whole shoulder panels here with the yellow cuffs on both sides. I love the one stripe down the middle and the stripe on the side panels, and I really, really love how they added a skinny yellow line in the middle of the blue just to make it look better. And I think their sponsor just fits really nice with their jersey. Like the light blue works well with their team colors. The yellow on the collar. I just think this is a really good jersey. It's not too much out of the ordinary of what they do, but there's less stripes and more yellow, and I just think it looks really good, and this might be one of their best home jerseys I've seen in a while. So I'm gonna give this an A-. Next up is Chelsea's home. I don't know how to feel about this because it's basically, from what I noticed, there's not really anything on the main body of the jersey. It's just blue. There is a bit on the shoulder panels. There's like some metallic dark blue diagonal lines, which I think kind of looks nice, but I feel like it's not very creative and it's nothing really special. You can barely notice the diagonal lines on the shoulders, and I don't know what they were thinking with the collar. I think a white collar would be fine, but then they add the light blue and all these like squiggles, and I just think it looks really bad. So I'm gonna have to give this a B-, I think. Okay, next one is Crystal Palace. Right here, we have the definition of an absolutely gorgeous jersey. This is definitely my favorite so far. Might be my favorite of the video. I'm giving this one an A+. Here's why. I absolutely love the design of the jersey with the stripes. I love the scribbles back and forth. Looks like somebody drew on it with a crayon. That just looks really good back and forth down. And I love the red. It's just the same color, but then behind it is dark blue and light blue shaded in, and it all just looks very clean and nice. I love the cinch sponsor. I love how they add the white cuffs around the sleeves and the collar with the red and blue at the ends of each. I think this is like the best jersey of a home kit I've seen in many years. This is just absolutely amazing. Well done to Crystal Palace. Alright, so here we have Everton's home kit. This is a decent kit. There's not really much to it. Stake.com, new sponsor. It's really, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, I feel like it's so big. It's like taking up the whole jersey, and I feel like I just can't get my eyes off it. But I'm gonna try to ignore that and not put it into my opinion. But the collar with the white and the light blue, or the dark blue actually, around the outline, I think that looks really good. The classic like Hummel arrows on the shoulder looks really good. I like the armpit side panel of the white. And if you look really closely, I think this is my favorite part. If you look really closely into the jersey, you could see little like diamonds that kind of look like the Everton Tower, which looks really cool. It's like the half diamond of their tower. I think that looks amazing. Just like little ones all around, like gradient down from lighter to darker. I just think it looks really nice and clean if you look at it up close, but it's hard to notice. I wish they were more vibrant so that you could notice them more, but overall it's a really good jersey. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I think I like it. I'll give this a B, middle tier. Next up is Fulham's jersey. I just don't really like this jersey too much. It's just very basic, and I feel like it doesn't really match Fulham. I feel like their main colors are black and white striped, or mainly black, but this is mainly white. I understand that they wanted to like do something new, but I think it didn't really work well. It's just white, got the black and red on the cuffs, the black stripes on the shoulders, and then the red and black on the collar. It's a decent jersey. It's nothing special. I feel like overall it's a good jersey, but I feel like it doesn't fit with Fulham, if that makes any sense. I don't know. This is hard to decipher, but I think I'm gonna put it as a B-. I'm not a huge fan of it personally. Next up is Leeds United home jersey. I actually really like this one. Very basic, but done very well and just clean in general. The all white, then they have the dark blue and yellow on the cuffs here. Then they have the dark blue stripes up on the shoulders, and same thing on the cuffs on the collar. I just think it looks really nice. The sponsor looks really good, I think, on the jersey. It's nothing special, but I feel like the collars and the cuffs look really well and just look nice. But it's actually kind of similar to Fulham's a bit. like very similar, but I feel like this matches with Leeds, whereas that didn't really fit with Fulham. So I like this. I'm gonna give this a B+. Very good jersey. All right, next up is Leicester City's home jersey. I don't know what to think about this one. It's actually the first time I've seen it. Got the the collar looks really weird. It's like they started to do a regular collar and then added like a half collar on top, and it looks really weird. But outside of that, it looks pretty good. The 3 lines on the shoulders looks good, and then I love how they had the Adidas and the Leicester City logo in gold. I think that looks really nice. The sponsor, like Everton's, is really big, which is hard to ignore, and a bit of white on the shoulders, cuffs, I think look pretty good. This, I feel like it's hard for me to do this one because the collar I just think looks really ugly, but overall the jersey looks nice. So I'm gonna put it as a B-, kind of in between, just mainly because of the sponsor and the collar. I just think they're really messed up with that. All right, Liverpool's home jersey, very, very simple. Basically just a darker red than they usually do, and white, all sponsors on the shoulders and mane. I feel like there is a little bit of diagonal darker red lines that fade as it goes down. It's hard to tell in an image, but if you see the jersey in real life, you'll be able to tell. This, like I've been saying, this just looks like a really clean jersey, but there's not really much to it, so I don't know how to grade this one, but I think I'll give it a B+. Pretty good. Not yet in the A range. I feel like it might need a little more on the shoulders or the collar. All right, Manchester United. This is just... This is just... What? This is so ugly. This... Like, what? I think this is absolutely garbage. Worst jersey, worst home jersey I think I've ever seen in my life. The only good thing about it is the black stripes on the shoulder, but the collar looks disgusting. Sort of similar to Arsenal's, but instead of doing lightning bolts, they just did triangles, and that just looks horrible. Horrible. And then the Team Viewer sponsor is just horrible. I can't even get over how bad it is. And then they tried doing stripes down the, like, white stripes in the middle. It's just too much. Way too much. And not to mention, just like the weird shape around the logo. Like, why? Why? That just looks horrible. Why are they outlining it with a different shape? It just looks so weird. They should just have the badge on there with a nice, like, white outline. Don't outline it in another shape with an outline on that. That just looks horrible. And it doesn't even make sense. Looks like a 2-year-old made this. They have some of the sponsors outlined in white and some in black. No. They have to be all the same to make it look clean. Like, the Man U one is white, the Adidas is black, and then the Team Viewer is white. That just looks so horrible. This is a garbage jersey. This is definitely an F. Next is Newcastle home jersey. This one looks pretty good. Nothing too much out of the ordinary. Just your basic black and white stripes. But I really like the light blue of the sponsor. And then I like how they did the light blue of the other sponsor up here. I really, really like the collar with the white and the black line in the middle. Did the same thing on the cuffs. I think this is just a really classy, nice jersey. Very well done. Not much to it, but just looks fresh, and I really like it. I think I'm going to put this as an A-. Okay, so next one, Nottingham Forest. I don't know if this is the wrong jersey, but it appears that this jersey does not have any sponsors on it in the middle. Let me just make sure that this is for real. Yeah, so it appears that none of the Nottingham Forest jerseys have any middle sponsor on it, which I just think looks really weird. especially when all the other teams do. I don't know if they just don't have enough funding or whatever, but I just think that looks really bad and low quality. And literally the main body is just a basic red, and I don't really like that shade of red. They did something with the sleeves here. It's like a dark red design here. I'm not a big fan of it. It looks good from afar, but if you look up close, it's just a weird design. They did the same for the collar. This is just a very strange jersey overall. I don't think I've ever seen a jersey without a middle sponsor in the Premier League. So I think I'm gonna give this a C+. Alright, so here is the Southampton jersey. I don't like this. Just, oh my god. This is even worse than I thought. Why are teams doing their jerseys with the logo in the middle? That just looks so bad. And this is not Southampton at all. Just one stripe down the middle. Their main color is red, and they only have one red stripe, and the rest is white. I do like the Hummel arrows on the shoulders. Those always look nice. The collar's good, but I don't like their sponsor. And why they have the logo in the middle, and then they have a super small Hummel logo under it. So it just goes to Southampton sponsor, big sponsor. I just think that looks really bad. I didn't notice the Hummel sponsor at first. That just looks horrible. Actually a C+. Because there is parts that I do like, but overall it's pretty bad. Here is the Tottenham jersey, all white with the dark blue and neon yellowish green on the sleeves and the collar. And inside the collar it says Spurs. I think this is a really, really good jersey. Look very clean. I feel like it'll look nice on the players. Overall, just a nice jersey. If you look really close into the jersey, it looks like there is a metallic white design that goes across, more diagonal and curved stripes. I just think this looks like a really, really nice jersey. I'm a big fan of it. Definitely a step up from last year, considering there was just all white. That's it. I like this. I'm going to give this an A-, I think. Alright, next up is West Ham's jersey. I love this jersey. This jersey's actually amazing. They finally switched it up for once. Got the all maroon on the body, then big sleeve cuffs on the shoulders, or on the sleeves, and then up here on the shoulder portion. That, I think that actually looks really good. It's like a fading, scribbling white and maroon, and then light blue and white, and then maroon. I think that looks really good. It just looks very fresh and clean and really fits with them overall, I think. And then the light blue, big collar, I think looks really nice. Overall, great jersey. I love that. I'm going to give it an A. Alright, and this is one of the final jerseys. Wolves. I do not like this jersey at all. The sponsor is garbage. I do not like the little black down here or the things on the sleeves. And the collar looks okay, but overall not a big fan. And I don't know why they have the sponsor here everywhere. It's here on the sleeves and on the other sleeves. I just don't really like it. Doesn't look too good, but it's not horrible. I've seen worse this video. So I'm going to give it a C+. Yes, so I think the last jersey I am missing is Man City's home jersey, which is absolutely garbage. This jersey, I can't even get over how terrible it is. Why are the teams putting their logos in the middle? I just don't get it. I don't understand. It looks like something some 2-year-old made and is selling on Amazon for $5. It looks so low quality. It doesn't even look like a jersey. It just looks like a City shirt that you just wear around. It just looks really bad. And once again, like the Southampton, they have the logo, then another sponsor, then the big sponsor. 2 sponsors right on top of each other just looks horrible. Not to mention the maroon shoulders and collar. Where do you get maroon? Why maroon has nothing to do with City at all. It literally nothing to do with City. I absolutely hate this jersey. I think even more than the United jersey. I'm giving this an F-. It's just horrible. Alright, I think that is it for the video. Let me know down below your opinions and let me know which jerseys you like the best, which you like the least, and tell me if you agree with my opinion. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye!
See you.